horrific double murder-suicide in Surprise. Court documents reveal red flags that date back to October, 7 months before police say Brock Mader shot and killed his 7-year-old son and 6-year-old daughter before taking his own life.
One of the things that we do know, though, is that domestic violence and child abuse are strongly linked.
Mader's estranged wife filed for an order of protection in the fall, claiming Brock emotionally and sexually abused her. When she told him she wanted a divorce, he reportedly threatened to kill himself in front of their 2 children.
We know there were real concerns about the mother's safety and real concerns about the children's safety. So the question is, what went wrong?
Court documents show that the wife called 911 in October, fearing for their safety. But police say a judge lifted the order of protection on May 1st. Darcy Olson is the CEO of Center for the Rights of Abused Children. She believes that judge overlooked serious threats and safety concerns. She says, unfortunately, it's far too common.
Sometimes these orders of protection are lifted because there's a divorce and a dispute going on, and so, a judge will look at it really quickly and move it along and say this is just trying to keep, a parent from the children. And
another big question, how did Mader have access to a gun? The petition for the order of protection detailed that Mader owned guns, with his wife requesting for the court to prohibit him from possessing them.
There are a number of loopholes.
It's unclear if the court ever took action. Lindsay Nichols is the policy director for Giffords. She says here in Arizona, gun restrictions are limited, making it more difficult for authorities to remove firearms from people at risk of hurting themselves or others.
What some states have done in order to fill that gap is to create a procedure called a red flag law, and those laws create a process for guns to be removed in those situations. Arizona does not have that law.
And recent data shows that 59% of Arizona kids who die from abuse or neglect were known to the system, like law enforcement or DCS. Olson says oftentimes those cases unfortunately fall through the cracks. That's why she is pushing for greater transparency and accountability.
Man, we back with another crazy story out of Arizona about a dad killing his 2 kids and then turning the gun on himself. Let's be all the way honest about where we at in this world today. Now, supposedly, on Father's Day, he was rewarded at church and got an award, for like the best dad. But then turned around and had a dispute with the mother of his kids and decided to take his 2 kids out and himself. That's why I say we in a crazy world, man. We in our last days because this don't make no sense. We still here and it's never go nowhere. We continue to see the same thing over and over and over again. Now, that's why I always say it don't matter about, how much somebody go to church, how much somebody say they love God. People snap. And this the worst of the worst. But this lets you know ain't nothing slowing down nowadays. This crime ain't slowing down. This shit only finna get worse. Let's try not to dress this up and just take it for what it is. In this lifetime, people people that's around you, they gonna die. They gonna get caught in one of these crazy crimes. And it don't matter what it is. Somebody that's how it's gonna go down. Because this is where we at nowadays. You were thinking that, you going through a situation with your husband or your wife, somebody snap, kill the kids. Come on, man. But this the world we living in. May 23rd, he got an award, which is another crazy situation. He got an award now at the church. So they let you know you could dress something up and look like something, and in your mind, you ready to snap. It don't matter about you going to church every Sunday. It don't matter about, you chill and hang with the pastor. It don't matter about that. Because once you come up out of your costume, people don't know who the real you are. People don't know who these people is. Because when they in your face, they good business people, they good family people, they take care of their kids from what other people see. When they get home behind that closed door, oh man, they're a whole different demon. But this the world we living in nowadays. When our last days, if it ain't one thing, it's always another. But we gonna continue to see these type of crimes. It only is getting crazier than crazier every damn day with everything. But let me know what y'all think about this crazy story. Like I said, Arizona dad who had just won an award at church, went home, killed his kids, turned the gun on himself, all because he was going through a battle and he wasn't even supposed to have no gun. But like I said, the justice system failed these kids and the kid's mother once again. Every story, the justice system always be the main one that I'm looking at is failing the victim. And, unfortunately, kids had to, die in this same situation. But we had another story that was the same situation where the guy pretty much killed his whole family, though. Kids, wife, himself, justice never get served in this situation. Because don't nobody never follow the signs before this type of shit happened, these crimes. And kids got to be, collateral damage. But let me know what y'all think about this crazy story. We out, man. Let me know what y'all think about this crazy story. We out.